fall in with
fall
that.
into place. Yeah. Sorry. Good
Who did I
afternoon.
pick? Good afternoon.
Sorry.
I was looking at who I picked.
Yeah.
I am Dom.
I'm Jamie.
And welcome back to the cutting room floor. Today, we're doing the start of the Snyderverse.
Snyderverse, baby.
So we're doing the three features. You guys know how we do. We usually do threes, you know?
Yeah,
so
we do.
We're a three-piece.
Yeah.
Well, no, we're a two-piece, but we do threes.
Yeah.
So we're doing Man of Steel today to open it up.
Yeah, it's his DC EU movie.
Yeah, the DCEU.
Yeah, because it's the extended universe. That's the EU.
Yeah, we're not doing Legends of the Guardians, yeah.
The gay hole or whatever it's called.
With the owls?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Gay hole?
It's like GA apostrophe, like something like that. Yeah. It's
I just
it's not
watched
how
that too. Like
it's
like
not how it sounds. It might be like guhole or something.
You know, yes, you're right.
Yes.
You're right. I had to,
Yeah.
I just watched that not that long ago.
But it's just like, well, it's based on a book series. And I think he did that right after Man of Steel or something crazy.
I think it was before, actually. Man of Steel's 13, right?
So it might have been between, So it might have been between Watchmen
and Man of Steel.
It might have been like Watchmen, Sucker Punch, Guardians, and then Man of Steel. Like he was on a roll there.
He was rolling, even though people were feeling away about Sucker Punch, but it's like considered a cult classic now.
Yeah, I think what ended up happening after BVS, Batman versus Superman, it made money at the box office, but it didn't make as much as they wanted it to, so it kind of bombed. After that, they kind of limited, because he was filming Justice League at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they limited what he was able to do with Justice League. And then that summer, when they're filming Justice League, they came out with the Ultimate Edition on DVD.
Mm-hmm.
So that July, because it came out in March of 16. So that July Ultimate Edition comes out. Fans love it and are going rabid. And they're like, oh, my God, he was, the producers are the ones to blame, not him. Yes.
The cuffs on him.
But by then it was too late. And then when he's editing Justice League, like early the next year, like his one daughter commits suicide, so he steps away, asks his buddy Joss Whedon to fill in for the editing. The Warner Brothers is like, hey, rewrite this film and film it. So Joss Whedon, in just a few months, like redid the entire film.
That's insane.
And that's what was released, almost the entire film, maybe like 80%. It's like a Richard Lester, Richard Donner situation.
Okay.
That's why fans were like, wait, we need the Snyder cut because this isn't consistent with
you only saw that on DVD originally.
Like
the super ultimate cut or whatever.
Yeah, the ultimate cut of
and then they
they
theatrically released the Whedon cut.
Of Justice League. Yeah, because they were...
so that one never hit theaters. Snyder's. The ultimate cut.
The ultimate cut of Batman versus Superman never did.
Oh, that's... Okay.
Now,
okay.
And Zack Snyder's Justice League was only on Max.
Okay.
So that never hit theaters.
So that never hit theaters. That's nuts.
So... And it's like a 4-hour epic.
I know that's long. I'm ready for that one.
Yeah.
Because I've been meaning to watch it for years.
Yeah.
But how long is the ultimate cut? 3 hours?
3 hours and 2 minutes.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. But dude, it's worth it.
Oh, I'm hyped for it.
Because I know how you feel about Man of Steel.
Yeah, I love a good long hero film. One thing, I'm more of a Batman guy anyway.
Yes.
So that's already going to put me along.
Yes. So Batman is featured heavily in Batman versus Superman. Shocking because his name is first in the title.
Yeah.
Well, it features Batman.
Hey, house that Batman built.
And Justice League is about Batman trying to do like Seven Samurai.
Oh, okay. Round up the band.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's trying to find these people. He and Wonder Woman.
That's kind of dope. Huh?
So even
though, it's Gal Gadot, right?
Yeah. So even though like Patty Jenkins directed Wonder Woman, like the backstory and the story was by Zack Snyder because it ties into Batman versus Superman, which introduced her and leads right into Justice League.
So Ben Affleck carries Justice League.
Yes.
Crazy.
He actually kind of carries Batman versus Superman too, because it is really this newer version of like the Frank Miller version of Batman, because he's older and he's like, I'll just give you a quick thing of who Batman is in this film. He's an older Batman who sees for the first time, like someone like Superman, like the end of Man of Steel, he's in Metropolis. That's how the film begins.
That's how BVS begins.
Yeah, he's in Metropolis watching.
And he's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, he's watching Superman and Zod fight and destroy everything.
Mm.
And
he's like, shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't do none of this.
So in his mind, like, Superman is a menace. And that's sort of what sets off.
So he's like, this guy has to be stopped.
Yes.
Okay.
But Lex...
Didn't they make a animated film on this?
Like The Dark Knight Returns?
That's a Batman versus Superman movie?
Kind of, because there's a scene in
I thought there was a whole animated Batman versus Superman movie.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I can.
You might be thinking of like,
maybe I'm thinking of something else.
You might be thinking of like Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, and Superman, Batman, Apocalypse.
That's what I'm thinking of. They don't fight in that.
No,
they're buddies.
They're a team.
Oh, I thought they fought.
It's like
that.
Those two together are like the greatest superhero team of all time.
That's what I was thinking about.
Like,
that's the name of the Apocalypse. I thought they fought. Well, the cover of it made it look like they were going to beat each other's ass.
Well, the thing is, like, they're based on these really great comics from like 23 years ago that Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness did, the Public Enemies, and Jeff Loeb and my God, what was his name? Michael Turner, for the first time. He was like a independent artist, but it was like his first real book other than covers for like a mainstream publisher that introduced or reintroduced Supergirl. That's what Apocalypse is.
Shit.
Yeah, it was incredible. And it's actually, the movies are good because they're directly based on the comics.
Guys, I just want you guys to appreciate this free comic lessons y'all are getting.
What?
If y'all were dependent on me, we'd be drowning in the middle of the ocean with no floaties, no support.
And that's sad.
That is sad.
I don't believe that at all.
I mean, I know some shit, but definitely not like that.
Yeah.
But that's wow. Okay, now I have clarity on that because I always thought they fought in Apocalypse. I just saw the cover and was like, oh, maybe they fight.
No,
but because
I'm looking for something.
No, you're good because I love fucking the Batman Ninja. I sure do, but I love the Batman Ninja series.
Oh yes,
and I really love the second one because I love seeing fucking Superman and Batman go at it, especially because Batman's like an evil asshole. So that was super fun.
And you know what? Like that might be, Batman versus Superman could be where they got some of the ideas for that, but that. Batman versus Superman, when Batman and Superman fight, I wish I had this book I would show you. Damn it. I'm actually really upset. I don't know where it is. But anyway, it's a book that has what those movies are based on. So, Batman versus Superman, when they fight, because it's called Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
It's based on the fight in The Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
But in The Dark Knight Returns, like, they're both older.
Okay.
And they've both been friends, but they're, like, separated politically. Because it's the mid-'80s. Yeah. So, like, Superman is working for, like, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, I was like, it's basically Batman would be a lefty and Superman would be a righty for sure.
Yeah, of course. And that's how it's set up. But, like...
It's actually brilliant.
in the film, it's great because... one of your favorites, Jesse Eisenberg, plays a young Lex Luthor.
Yes, I remember him taking that role. And
it's divisive. I love it, but it's divisive because he's sort of like a Zuckerberg-esque.
That's the vibe I got from him.
I'm assuming after The Social Network is like why he got the role.
Oh, I'm sure.
And why they were like, we should do it this way.
And they probably were like, yo, bring that Zuckerberg energy. I'm sure that's what they told me.
Yeah. Only the weird thing is, if you've ever seen Mark Zuckerberg and then you see like Jesse Eisenberg as like Lex Luthor, you're like, he has so much more life and personality than I've ever seen in Zuckerberg.
Now he thinks he's a man. He be rocking them gold chains. He try to swag out.
Like he and Jeff Bezos, I can't even talk. Jeff Bezos now, like you see them and they're like, oh, they finally have enough money to work out. they don't want to get beat up anymore. No, kind of like Dre left and then came back and he was all jacked.
Hey,
but after he got all that money from Beats and stuff.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, and Dave Chappelle.
Yo, he got huge. Bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta hit the weights, kid. You want to be fat forever? I feel like when people get money, their rate of immortality kicks in, so that they just want to live forever.
Yeah.
And so they do anything, they think is going to prolong life, and health kind of working out kind of is one of those things.
Yeah.
So Man of Steel.
Yeah. Sorry.
Part one, Man of Steel. Part one, Man of Steel. So let's get some stats here. 2013, directed by obviously Zack Snyder. Rotten Tomatoes, 56%.
Wow.
IMDb 7.1 and Letterboxd 3.1. So the IMDb crowd kind of fucks with it. Letterboxd crowd not so much, and it is rotten on the tomatoes.
Oh, is it?
It is. 56 is rotten. Got to be a 60 for a fresh.
It actually made a good amount of money for the time.
Money don't equal critical success.
That's true.
Man. There's a lot of movies that people hated that made bread. Look at the Michael Jackson movie. People hated it.
Really?
The critics, sorry, not the people. Critics hated it.
Yeah.
It made a lot of fucking money though.
But like, I think I already told you, my thing is like, why did they stop at bad? And like, I mean, literally the song bad. I'm like, there's so much more. I was so angry.
Well, don't spoil it for the folks who ain't seen it. But, I loved it. I'm sorry. I don't care. It was great.
Look, I had memories of like I remember when that Pepsi thing happened.
Yep. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah. And just seeing, I don't know. Anyway.
So, Man of Steel.
Yeah, Man of Steel. Back to Man of Steel.
Henry Cavill, your boy. He was jacked in this.
He was super jacked.
He was jacked. I was like, holy.
You see him like with the oil rig.
Yeah.
And then like stealing the clothes.
Yeah. I was like, yo, he got fucking juice for this.
He did.
Like,
well, it helps that Zack Snyder like owns a gym.
Yeah, he's a gym nerd, right?
Yeah. So like, I guess everybody just works out together.
They're like, we're getting jacked as shit. Everybody's going to be huge. We're going to be super in this damn movie.
Yeah, because at the time, you had artists, like in the comics, drawing them like they were just like super
Greek
jacked and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, the thing about Zack Snyder is like with Watchmen, he does his best to translate those scenes. You'll see it more in his version of Justice League where he has like slow motion shots and it's almost like a splash page of a comic book. So you get to take in like this like epic scene of like Wonder Woman kicking ass or whatever.
That's it.
And he's kind of infamous for it now.
I was like, he's been doing that though. Like I feel like he did that in Watchmen.
Oh yeah, he did.
And that's what drew me into that film.
It's almost like not in this film though. I don't remember
not like any
scenes like that.
Not this, bro.
I think so this film, I have to say this on the outset. I actually love this film.
I know you do.
Yeah.
And we're gonna heavily disagree on this one.
I do, but I love it because it's like.
But I get why you love it, bro. This is your shit though.
Yeah.
And like, if this was something I was crazy into, I'd probably love it too. Cause I like Iron Man 3, you know what I mean? But I'm a big Iron Man dude.
Wait, you like Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
Dude, I love Iron Man 3.
Yeah, but people hated it.
But it's so great because it's mostly about Tony Stark.
Yeah, and I love that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so, but people are like, bro, this man was out the suit 90% of the movie. It was boring. It was a Christmas movie.
But he is Iron Man.
Yeah.
There's no Iron Man without him.
Do you remember the last line in the first fucking movie?
Yeah.
I'm like, come on. So, yeah, so I get it. But this ain't my shit, and there's a lot of but what makes me fucking chaps my ass about this movie the most is that now since I first saw this, I have fallen in love with Superman the movie to a great degree. Really, really, I think it's one of the best hero films ever made. Top 5. Don't argue with me. And Superman 2 is also Donner cut, also fantastic. And I really enjoyed James Gunn's Superman. So this one kind of falls somewhere. And Superman, I have to watch Superman Returns. I haven't seen that in a long time, so I couldn't really tell you how I feel about
that's a love letter to Superman, the movie, and the Donner cut.
Okay.
Because Bryan Singer loves
I'm sure
Richard Donner.
And I like Bryan Singer, so I'm sure it's at least worth watching. But this Man of Steel falls in this. It's like, I like pickles, but most people don't.
I love pickles.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, maybe I do love pickles, man.
The Man of Steel is the pickles on the Superman sandwich. All right.
But to me,
the sandwich would be good if you took them off still. For you, it enhances it. So it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, because this isn't a Superman movie.
It isn't.
It is not a Superman movie. I don't care what anyone says. That's why it's called Man of Steel.
Yep, it's a movie with a dude who's not a good actor, who's super jacked, with a whole bunch of talent around him doing nothing.
Yes, that is exactly what it is.
That's what it is.
But it's also a journey of like discovery and a journey of like figuring out who you are in the world. Like I just watched the Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve story, that documentary.
Mm-hmm. How was that? Good?
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh, I'm sure.
And like he's talking about like the role, and you know, there's a lot in it because he's basically known as Superman.
Mm-hmm.
But he showed some of his other stuff that he did, and like how he knew Robin Williams for a long time because they were roommates in college and they were really good friends, and blah blah blah. And his struggle, obviously, after his accident. And how he still somehow ended up becoming a hero.
Yeah.
And he talks about like what it means to be a hero. He's like, then I thought it was this, but now I think it's this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what they tried to do with this film was distance themselves from Donner, from Singer, from like Superman Returns. They were trying to I think I texted you this, so I'm going to try to remember basically what it was. So you have Christopher Nolan and David Goyer, the guys who Batman Begins, you know, and then David Goyer helped like break the stories for The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. So, and he's a comic book writer. He's a screenwriter, comic book writer. That guy did the Blade movies.
Yep, love Blade.
So, I mean, he did so many others also. He's just a big superhero.
He's a nerd.
Yeah. So they task him and Christopher Nolan with doing to Superman what they did with Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously Nolan is busy. Mm-hmm. He's not going to do a Superman movie. He's probably tired of doing superhero shit.
I'm done with that.
He's like,
by
look,
2013, he was definitely tired of doing superhero shit.
He's like, look, I'll produce it. I'll give my input to the story. We need someone else, so they get Zack Snyder to do it.
Imagine if Nolan would have directed this, though.
It would have been.
This may probably be the best Superman thing.
It would be your favorite Superman.
It might be. It might be.
You'd be like, the only thing that touches Donner is
this one for sure.
Yeah. But it probably wouldn't have been Cavill, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He would have been like, can we get Christian Bale again?
Yeah. Is there a way for him
to be both of these?
Yes. That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
So I think what they were doing was taking the verisimilitude that like Donner wanted with Superman the movie. Like, okay, take these fantastical characters and put them in the real world and kind of see how it works. They did it in the same way with Superman, but the real world isn't the same as it was in 78 or 38 or whenever. So like when Superman came out in 38, it was like Depression era.
Yeah.
So he's fighting racketeers. He's fighting, I want to say like coal mine bosses, you know, because, a coal mine might collapse, kill the workers. They don't care. But he's like, I got to save these dudes. They're the working man, like that kind of stuff, helping like orphans or I think there was one storyline where he was like on a college football team helping out because there was like betting.
He was helping out. I thought he was playing.
well, he was playing because he's trying to catch like, I think people like fucking with the thing by
they're
like
shaving points and shit.
Yeah. Okay. So, and this is like in the late 30s, early 40s.
When the mob ran college.
Yeah. So it like times change, and then you have like, this is before they were really super villains. But he wasn't that super either at first. He could like run fast,
fly.
Yeah. Well, no, he couldn't fly at first.
He couldn't fly?
That's why, I don't know if you've ever heard, faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. Yeah. Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Yeah. Because he couldn't fly. Wow. Holy fuck. Never would have made that connection.
Yeah.
I never knew this man couldn't fly.
He could not
fly. See, guys, I'm learning today.
So he evolved over time but they eventually made him like
too powerful.
Yeah, basically.
I'm like, bro, he can do everything after a while.
He can. So then like writers were like, well, what's the point? So they had to like keep things fresh. I guess that's why they ended up like rebooting and like redoing things all the time. So with this version, you could tell like he's strong and practically invulnerable, but he's not quite there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's certain
because it seems like he learned his laser vision kind of on the fly.
Yeah,
like in mid battle.
Yeah. He kind of learns everything because even like flying, he's jumping at first.
He was. Yeah, I never thought about like, oh, this MF can't fly.
And this is after like 10 years of Smallville.
Yeah.
So a lot more people would have known about Superman and his backstory because of Smallville at this point. So, and that being a more modern version, it's like, okay, even though Superman Returns came out like halfway through Smallville's run, it was still a sequel to a film that had come out like 25 years before.
Yeah.
Because it was a sequel to Superman 2, the Donner Cut.
05?
06.
06, okay.
Yeah, because they made it when Batman Begins came out.
Yeah.
And it was Singer who won him over by being like, let's go back to like the Christopher Reeve kind of stuff. And Brandon Routh was amazing, like taking over that role because I don't think anyone else.
It was the kid from Scott Pilgrim, right?
Yeah. Todd Ingram.
Yep, Ingram. Yes, sir.
His Vegan Edge.
Vegan Edge. Yeah. It was like the vegan dude.
And he's actually
did he eat chicken or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Chicken's not vegan?
Yeah.
So that's where I think they were kind of going with it and why people wouldn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people were like, this isn't Superman. He's got Superman wrong, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, okay, it's not Superman for one thing. For another, you have to look around you and at how dark our world is.
Yeah, because the movie's dark and gray and blue.
Yeah. So even though Obama was president for how long before this? At least 4 years when they were filming it.
Yeah.
Or 3 years probably if it was 12 when they were filming. Like we just come out of like Bush 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Huge war, yeah.
Yeah, and we were still over there.
Still over there, yeah.
And a lot of people were disillusioned. A lot of people were or still are. You know.
Way more now.
Yeah.
I mean.
But you know, it's like if you think about the time period, whereas 78 when Superman the movie came out, like Jimmy Carter was president.
Life wasn't too bad.
No, we were finally out of Nam.
Yep, I was like just recovering from Nam.
It wasn't good for Vietnam vets, because they got blamed for like the government's choices, and that's not fair to them, obviously.
Half of them didn't even ask to fucking go.
Yeah, they got drafted. Probably over
more than half.
I know guys that like are proud that they volunteered to go over there, but like I think they thought it was like their duty. You know what I mean?
This is my American.
Yeah, because we got to protect.
It's like born on the 4th
our freedoms are over in Nam. We got to protect them.
It's like born on the 4th of July, bro. Like,
yeah.
It was like, that's where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's like,
apparently that guy was the guy who helped your girl do the research for coming home. Yeah. Yeah, Ron
nice.
Kovic, right?
I think that was his name, something like that. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So sorry, just a little side.
No, you're good. Well, I mean, look.
And this movie is not linear.
No, it's not.
The only linear thing is like the very beginning on Krypton. I'm sorry, Krypton.
Yeah, I was like Krypton.
So I was reading like some early Superman comic strips to try to get a little bit of his backstory last night. Oh, no, this morning.
Okay.
And I was really upset when I read something because it's about Krypton.
Okay.
And it said, actually, it's right over here. Hold on.
All right.
Even though I was reading it on a tablet, it's actually in this book right here. And whatever paper this is. So, I was wondering where I put this book.
Where would that go? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a facsimile of the first appearance of Wonder Man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what he looked like in 63.
All the homies here.
Yeah.
Like the old Iron Man. Love it.
So, I'm going to read this. Yeah, Superman comes to Earth. Here we go. So it's like, okay. Suddenly, the room seems to quiver, first slowly, then with increasing violence. Jor-El, what? An earthquake. Motherfucker, it will be Krypton quake.
Krypton.
You are not on Earth.
Wow.
How do you have an earthquake if you're not on Earth?
Man, you the only dude who would have thought about that too.
That was published in 1939.
Well,
and I got so upset when I read that this morning.
We all aren't that smart here in America. But
an earthquake? How do you have an earthquake if it's not Earth?
They're like, we know it only quakes on Earth. Yeah. So maybe they're like, hey, it don't quake here on Krypton.
Because look, if it quakes on Mars, it would be a Mars quake, right?
Mars quake.
Or a Jupiter quake, or wherever.
Sounds like a Sunday or something.
It does.
Mars quake.
From Dairy Queen.
Yeah, it sounds like some of you dessert.
Yeah, let's go to Sheets and get a Mars quake.
Get a Mars quake. Shit, probably get like red velvet and chocolate or some shit.
Why don't they used to have a Mars bar? So it's probably like nougat, caramel,
they still
and chocolate.
Have a Mars bar? Is that done?
I haven't seen them in a long time. They probably still sell them somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure they.
I know Mars makes M&Ms.
They make a lot of shit. Yeah,
it's like one of the M's in M&Ms is Mars, and the other two are Marshall Mathers.
I believe. Marshall Mathers. That's hilarious. Well,
I snorted. That's terrible.
Hey, it's all good as long as it's not the white.
Yeah,
but I mean, all right. So I hear everything you're saying.
Yes,
here, and I do agree that the world in 2013 was vastly different than the late 30s and the late 70s.
Yes.
But that doesn't excuse the fact that this movie's just fucking boring and lifeless.
Wait, why do you think it's boring and lifeless?
Its pace is like a snail. It's 2.5 hours. It's about 30 minutes too long. Henry Cavill is wooden as fuck.
Yeah.
Lois Lane, you have Amy Adams, completely underused, boring as hell. The most exciting scene is, besides the fight with Zod, because Michael Shannon's the only one bringing the...
Oh, Michael Shannon's great.
He's bringing it in here. He's the only one.
I hate Kevin Costner as an actor. He's good.
He's good. In the little time...
he's actually really great. Yeah,
Kevin Costner's underused.
Yes.
All right? And then they underuse every great... Like, why did I have to see Diane Lane the most out of all the good side characters? Like... Russell Crowe as Jor-El, I was fucking with.
Oh, yeah. Russell Crowe was great.
I was fucking with Russell Crowe. And the shit with him and Lois Lane, that was some of the better shit in it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, because Cavill wasn't there.
Yeah.
He's just he's a scene ruiner.
Yeah, he is.
I'm not gonna lie. He's a huge part of why this movie doesn't work. Because David Corenswet in this, he just has no fucking personality at all. Like, even Christopher Reeves, right? Christopher Reeves understood, I think, the assignment a lot more. Superman, should he be a straight-laced kind of conservative guy? Yes. But he should also have a pulse, and Cavill lacks pulse. Like, Reeves had that Jolly Gee Whiz, Tom Brady kind of quirk to him that Cavill just didn't have. Cavill felt like the most boring, just like, I'm just here, dude. I'm just here to look pretty.
I think I know what the difference is, believe it or not.
And it's all gray, bro. Like,
it is.
That only works in Batman. That only works in Gotham. Like Metropolis
You're right.
shouldn't look this shitty. And it's like, it just takes you out of it a lot. And like, it's so washed out. You ever seen the show Ozark?
No, but I love Jason Bateman.
I've never watched it, actually. But I've seen clips.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of that. It's so gray and dark in that show. It always made me not want to watch it, which is probably why I never watched it. I was like, the show looks like it'll lull me to sleep. But I mean, the action is okay. The last 20 minutes is fine with the action.
Yes,
that stuff's cool. When he's fighting the Zod gang.
Yeah.
And Zod's the best part of this movie without question.
Shout out
to Michael Shannon. I've been seeing him a lot lately. I watched The Runaways last night. He plays their manager.
Oh, really?
He's really good in there. Yeah. Young Kristen Stewart, fantastic as Joan Jett. She was great.
Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb. Love that song.
That's a great song, yeah.
But yeah, it's
so
it just like it's hard not to compare it to the other Superman movies, bro.
I think I know why there's a marked difference besides acting styles and different directors. But I think it has a lot to do with like who Christopher Reeve was as an actor, especially after watching that documentary, and the fact that he had our man Dick Donner.
He did have that to help him, and he had a great villain in
Lex Luthor.
Lex,
Gene Hackman.
Hackman.
Yeah, but you also have to realize like Superman, the movie dealt more with like Clark and Superman, whereas this film, Clark is really the only character in it.
Yeah. You're correct.
And then he finds out, he's like, oh, I'm Kal-El too.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it
and he's
in
like,
this film.
I learned about my people and my parents.
Yeah, I found them.
Diane Lane, I found them.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, buddy.
My parents.
She's like, that's great.
My people.
Like, she just seems like, she's like, man, I took this for a check. She was like,
and she's a great actress.
Boy, she's good. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's always good. And they made her look older, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Diane Lane had to only be like maybe 48 or 9 in that movie. They made her look old.
They even made, I think,
they made Costco look older too. Yeah. Because he was probably only like 51 or 2 in that.
Yeah, because like it wasn't until Yellowstone that he started like talking like RFK Jr. Have you seen Yellowstone?
No, but I do want to watch it.
It's
I like westerns.
It's pretty much because I have I know people that have watched it, so I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Obsessed with it, bro.
So it's sort of like a MAGA soap opera starring liberal actors.
Right. That might make it good.
That's the crazy part.
In one of them, right? Or is he in the spinoff?
He's in a spinoff.
Was it 18, whatever?
18? No, I think 1923.
Okay.
Yeah, because 1878 or whatever.
Too many years.
I forget. He's
one of them was with the black dude, right? Who played Martin Luther King? Ain't he in one of them?
No, that's the same dude. That's about Bass Reeves, who was a real
that shit. I know who Bass Reeves is. That I should watch that. It's probably good.
So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Yellowstone.
So have you seen? So you've seen some of it?
Yeah,
it's bad.
It's like it's a waste of like Wes Bentley's talent. Wes Bentley's in it.
Okay, damn.
You know, Ricky from American Beauty.
Yep.
I almost said American Pie. Isn't that terrible? Yeah. Same year though.
Ricky.
And the main woman in it is like a British actress, so it's weird seeing her as like as like this
as a heritage American.
And then you see like MAGA women trying to like be like her, and I'm like, she's British. She's been in like Poirot and shit. Like, what are you doing? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Conservatives.
Anyway, yeah, there are people that are obsessed with it, and they're all like, you know,
that type.
Yeah,
okay.
They're all like Mar-a-Lago face.
I'm sure.
And
I'll still watch it. I need to watch the new Invincible. That's what I need to watch.
God, I haven't seen it since the first season. Isn't that terrible? But I did watch The Boys though.
I gotta finish The Boys. I just gotta finish I just got the last season. So
and really,
on that.
There's really no point in watching Gen V after watching season 5. So,
okay, cool.
I mean, Gen V, I liked it, but they were setting it up for something that never pays off, so it doesn't matter.
There we go.
You'll just see some random people and be like, "Oh, they were probably in Gen V," and that's about
it. That's it. Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's
so okay. So this film. It starts off with Krypton exploding, as we know in Superman's story.
Mm-hmm.
The baby gets launched to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So this is essentially the beginning of Superman the movie and Superman 2 combined into one film.
Mm-hmm. And watered down. Yeah.
So you have you learn about Zod trying to take over, doing a military coup.
Yeah.
And then failing. So they put him and his acolytes in these penis-shaped things to go onto some ship that goes into the Phantom Zone, which is like their prison.
Yeah.
So then Krypton explodes. Kal-El gets rocketed to Earth, and we learn about him through flashbacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's wandering. He's like Kane in Kung Fu. If you ever saw the old David Carradine show, Kung Fu.
Never seen it.
He's just wandering the earth.
Okay.
And he's doing odd jobs, trying to find his place in the world, where he fits in, because he's looking for his people, as we find out.
Folks. He's looking for his folks.
So,
he's like an orphan. He's like Annie.
Yeah, pretty much. So he's working his way up north because he hears about some military thing where they found something under the ice, but the ice has been there for 20,000 years. And so he uses assumed names and works everywhere. And Lois Lane shows up, and you know, basically he goes to this thing. You find out it's old Kryptonian scout ship from probably not 20,000 years ago. It's just what did we learn from Planet of the Apes?
Which one?
The very first one, the one that we reviewed.
A great film.
We learned not only did the director go to F&M right down the road.
Oh yeah, we did learn.
We did learn that.
Mm-hmm.
But we learned that time is different outside of Earth's gravity.
Absolutely.
So whenever the scout ship came here, you know, the time difference outside of Earth's gravity would be different.
Yeah.
So he goes there. Lois sees him. The ship attacks him, but he has the command key from his ship, and it kind of takes over the ship and allows him to control it after he saves her, leaves her in the snow, and flies off in the ship. It's basically the Fortress of Solitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. And there's a hologram of his dad. So you have the whole thing from like Superman the movie, where in the fortress he talks to a hologram of his dad.
Yep.
And his dad somehow has his under armor. His suit is made. It's like armor that they would wear under the armor that they would wear.
Like it's like chainmail?
Kind of. Like sort of.
Lizard scales.
But
it might be a reptile
sort of.
skin.
Because, like, if you think about it, Jor-El in the beginning had his suit on, but then he got all the armor on top, just like Zod would have.
Yeah, Zod still stabbed his ass.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
So it's like there's a reason I think that suit was already there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a prequel comic book.
Oh.
Because remember, there was that one pod that was open.
Uh-huh.
And because he's looking around and he sees like dead Kryptonians. And that one pod that was open in the comic book prequel, where the story is by Christopher Nolan, David Goyer, and Zack Snyder, was the girl we see in the Flash movie. So
look at that.
So she might
big dots.
She might actually be somewhere. I don't know if Russia has her at this point, or if that was just in the Flash movie.
She might be in Russia.
Yeah, but that's why I think that suit was there, because there was already an L there. Mm-hmm. So since that's their family crest.
Yep, the crest.
Now, why is it made for a dude if she has tatas? I don't know.
It's not called super tits, bro.
No. Why'd you eat me out first?
Yep. That would be a better,
super tits.
Super tits.
Why'd you eat me out first? That's the tagline.
That's the tagline. I'll just make the whole comic.
Yeah.
But like, the suit, like, I feel like the crest is unisex.
Oh, it is totally. I'm just thinking like the suit when Jor-El shows it to him, it's already made for him. Yeah,
it should have,
because she would have been the only one on that ship that had that.
But it was magic, bro.
That's true. That's true.
The motherfucker can already fly, so it ain't. They're like, oh, sorry, just gotta adjust here.
Yeah, that's it.
Just drop it from a C to an A. Quick.
I don't know. He had pretty big pecs.
He did. He was fucking. Yeah, that's one thing he got right, was the physique.
Yeah.
Oh hell, he's even more jacked than Superman.
He's the first, I think, superhero to have like a hairy chest too.
He was hairy. I was like, I'm shocked they didn't shave him.
Yeah.
He was like, I gotta keep my fur.
Yeah.
It's winter time.
So that's when he finds out who he is, and Lois is trying to find out who he is. Now that she knows someone with these powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men exists.
She's persistent.
She's very persistent. She writes the story. Perry White won't publish it.
Lawrence
Fishburne, man. Yep. Awesome.
A legend.
Always great.
Always good, yeah.
So he's like, I will beat you like Tina Turner if you bring me this story.
Eat the fucking cake. He was like, eat the cake.
So she goes to this like underground website, like conspiracy theory website, to publish her story about this guy, just to kind of let him know that she knows he exists. And Perry gets upset with her, but it's only after she finds out who he is, and he tells her the story of how Jonathan Kent believed that he would rather die than have him reveal his secret, because that's what happened. And that used to be my favorite scene in the film because it got rid of Kevin Costner. but I realized that it's like, it's still kind of one of my favorite scenes because it shows how serious he was about protecting his son.
Yeah, he was, even though he said, "You ain't my dad, punk."
Yeah, and believe it or not, that's probably Cavill's best acting is in that scene.
And it still wasn't good.
It still wasn't good, but like, because he knows, you could tell that he knows the last thing he said to his dad was something terrible.
Huh?
And that's the last time he's going to see him. And it's like, oh my God. So he recounts that to her because she, traces him to the Kent farm. And she goes back to Metropolis, and Perry's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you're acting a fool, bitch. I'm publishing this shit.
And she's like, no, that's okay. It didn't pan out. He's like, all right, 2 weeks, no pay. Okay. All right. How about 3 since you're so agreeable? Because he's not used to her being like this. He's like, you must have actually really found something.
She's like,
and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, work to do.
Yeah. And she's like, no, not at all. And then, so then Clark goes back to Smallville, tells his mom he found his people.
Yep.
And she's like, huh?
She's like, what?
Yeah. The fuck?
Yeah, she's like, okay. Well.
There's more like you? Shit.
She's like, I'm scared now.
And then you find out that Zod and his merry band of Kryptonian military people are orbiting the Earth because when he started up that ship, it sent out a beacon. When Krypton exploded, they were booted out of the Phantom Zone. So for the past 33 years,
roaming the universe.
Yes. Which, if you think about it as being like filmed in 2012, so he would have landed on Earth in like 79, which means he would have been born in 78 when Superman the movie came out.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm weird enough I would do the math. Yeah, and I obviously
you
did
that. Yeah, I was like, you did
so that. Just like how Superman the movie begins in 1938.
Crazy. Which
is when Action Comics #1 came out. So I think that was their little nod to that. Anyway, so Zod is like, you are not alone, blah, 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 blah. You've been harboring this refugee, this illegal alien.
Yep.
Get ICE out there to find this motherfucker.
Throw him in a U-Haul.
Yeah, please. So, the government realizes because Lois printed that article that she knows who the fuck he is. So they go after her. They kidnap her. He decides after talking to a priest who probably tried to molest him. I'm not sure. He's like, hey, what else about you is super?
Yeah. He's like, come on now.
Yeah. Hey now.
What else going on?
Hey now. So
I noticed you wear your underwear on the outside. Want to talk about that?
No, he doesn't. Not this one.
Yes, he doesn't.
He does not. So, like, he goes because he's having a crisis of conscience, and there's always like this thing. Like even Christopher Reeve said in that documentary in an interview, like after he became famous for being Superman, like priests would like write to him or talk to him and be like, dude, you have a moral obligation because Superman is like a modern retelling of like the Christ story. Yeah. And he's like, dude, I'm a guy.
He's like, I'm a human being. Yeah. Actor. Bro.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know. Like how would I know right and wrong other than like my own moral compass? Right? Basically, is what he said.
I didn't even read the Bible, bro.
Yeah, because it's a collection of stories, right? It's like a library.
Yeah,
that's what Bible means. It's a library. So he goes to him. The priest is like, well, you got to do what you got to do, and because Zod is gonna like kill everyone basically if he doesn't surrender. So he decides to surrender, and he surrenders to General Swanwick. And, some of the other guys, Stabler from Law & Order SVU, who I believe is supposed to be a different comic book character. But I realized that watching this because when he's in the helicopter, they call him the Guardian.
Okay.
And that's actually a different comic book character. So he goes to surrender and he's like, I want to talk to Lois Lane. What makes you think she's here? And he's like, why the fuck are you lying to me? So, he handcuffs, he goes handcuffed and they walk him into this thing and he's talking to Lois. And that's when he tells her that it's not an S. It only looks like an S.
It only looks like it.
So you can kiss my ass because this means hope.
This means hope.
It is my hope that you'll kiss my ass.
Yes, he's like, I want you to kiss a little more than that.
Yeah. So he's talking to her about different things and that he's not an enemy and that he was raised, pretty much in the heartland of America. So why would he?
Farm boy.
Yeah. So why would he, be that much of a threat? And then he starts talking to the guys that he's not supposed to be able to see because he's Superman. He can see them. He busts open the cuffs and they're like, oh, God damn, what the hell?
Yeah, it's Jack.
And then he's like, I'll surrender myself to Zod if it's better for you guys. So he surrenders. They take Lois as well because Faora is a bitch.
Yep.
She is terrible.
She hates her.
Yeah. And they take
the worst one, probably.
She is. Yeah. She's all women hate each other. They're always jealous of each other, no matter what.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it always happens. Even if they're not competing, it's it's crazy. Man.
They either love the chick or hate him.
Yeah.
No middle.
Yeah, no middle ground, no in between.
Like, oh yeah, he's straight, and they really mean that.
Yeah,
chicks are like, oh, I can't stand that. Or they're like, oh my God, that's my.
Yeah. Either they can't stand that bitch or that's my bitch.
Yep,
one or the other. So they go up to the ship that they have, and the atmosphere is different. Mm-hmm. So Superman loses his powers. He has to adjust. The Kryptonians know how to mind fuck them somehow, like get information out of their minds.
Of course.
So they go looking for. Oh, I'm sorry. The biggest plot point why they want Kal-El is Jor-El, before the planet exploded, stole this thing called the Codex, which is the skull of the first Kryptonian. Mm-hmm. Every Kryptonian except for Kal-El has been genetically engineered. He is the first born Kryptonian in generations, maybe even millennia. So it's kind of like, have you ever read Brave New World?
No, but I know what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, how they find this guy, the Savage, and he was actually born of a woman, and they're like, oh my God.
No, he came out of a woman.
Yeah, because everyone else is like test tube babies. So all Kryptonians are like test tube babies. Right. So he stole this Codex, had it kind of like disintegrated and put into Kal-El, Clark Kent. Mm-hmm. So the future of Krypton is in Superman, literally. Yeah. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the Codex because they don't know what happened to it. And that happened before he was shot to Earth. A lot of stuff happens on Krypton, but that's kind of like a whole sci-fi movie in and of itself. Yeah. And it really, the only thing that matters is the Codex for like the rest of the film. So that's what they're looking for. So they find out that it's that where his ship is, because they think it's on the ship. Mm-hmm. So they go to Smallville. Lois, because Superman gave Lois the command key from his ship that he used for that other ship. So she uses it to kind of redo the atmosphere and take over this ship with that hologram of Jor-El. Yeah. And Jor-El's hologram helps her escape, but then I think it's Faora or something like messes up the pod. And then, so she's like crashing down to Earth. Superman, the atmosphere gets done in a way that he now has his powers and abilities back. Jor-El tells him, smash this panel open, and he's like, Lois. So he goes to save her. And I still don't know how in the vacuum of space you're able to like turn and like propel yourself forward. I know Superman can do it, but logistically, I don't know how.
Well, it's not bad for you to know how.
You're right, because it is just a comic book movie anyway.
Film, yeah.
So he saves her. They go to Smallville. He's like, oh shit, my mom. Because the Kryptonians are there. And Faora Zod, I think, hit his mom and she like flew and like landed, and he's like, he flies, grabs Zod, starts beating the shit out of him.
Yep.
He's like, you think you can threaten my mother?
Yeah.
And they have a battle, and then Zod, something happens to his mask because they're not used to the Earth's atmosphere. So they take him back to the ship, and then Faora and that huge dude, like she and that huge dude have this battle in Smallville that like pretty much destroys almost the entire town.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like it's not Smallville anymore because there's nothing there. Yeah. So after that, they retreat, and I think that's where I heard the thing about the Guardian, because the army shows up and tries to help.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't.
They do.
Yeah.
Ain't no good.
And then they're like, he is not our enemy. So they finally acknowledge that Kal-El is not their enemy.
He's been holding it down.
Yeah.
He saves a bunch of like army dudes.
Oh yeah.
And does like Superman type shit.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'd let that dude die. I'm an asshole.
But the thing is, like, you blew up a gas station. How many people were in there?
Oh, probably at least 5, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they God, what the hell even happens after that? Because somehow then they're back in Metropolis. So they start the World Engine. So there's these things. So these scout ships, Kryptonians used to go explore the stars to find worlds that they could inhabit. And in order to do that, they have to, geoform or something?
Yeah.
So they had these huge machines that would remake the planet habitable for Kryptonians.
Mm-hmm.
And they had 2 of them. So they just start to do it and start to destroy everything. It's like Metropolis and India.
Yeah.
And so they have this plan because Jor-El, when he's talking to Lois, he's like, this is how you defeat them. It has to do with the Phantom Drive, the engines to these ships that they used to use, the Phantom Zone. It has something to do with the Phantom Zone. So he tells her, and of course, we don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
So she comes up. That is actually what it is. So Clark goes back to his mom, and then Lois shows up with the cops who are like, why is Superman with Martha Kent?
Mm-hmm. So weird.
And Lois is like, I know how to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts to them talking to the guys in Metropolis about the engine to I think they take the engine out of the ship or whatever. So the Kryptonians start to do that, and Superman goes to India, destroys the World Engine. That's what they're called. They're called World Engines. He destroys it after a struggle because there's so much like gravity and shit there. Like he barely has any powers. Mm-hmm. And it probably is also, since it's transforming it for Kryptonian life, it would take away his powers now that I think about it. But he destroys it because he's Superman. I mean, Kal-El. And, so he comes back. Zod, like, starts to acclimate to the world. He gains the same powers as Kal-El.
It's like time to go crazy.
And they have a super battle throughout and destroy most of Metropolis.
Yeah, probably the best part of the film.
Yeah. And then at the end of the battle, like Zod is going to laser these humans. He's like, if you love them so much, you can mourn for them. And, Kal-El's like, the worst acting in the film. No, don't do it. And then he snaps Zod's neck to stop him. And then he's upset.
Yeah, he's a huge son.
Because he had to kill the only real connection he had to his people. Because he had, at this point, they had already done all the shit with the Phantom Drive and sent all the other ones back into the Phantom Zone. So, I mean, it's worth watching if you're into it, but it's not really worth talking about.
It's like I said, bro.
Yeah,
it lacks in a lot of areas. The action, like besides the final fight scene with Zod, the action lacks. It's dull and gray. And pace is snail-like.
And then,
but I get why you love it.
Yeah,
I get why you love it
because it's setting up like a new version of Superman and I enjoyed it because the end of the film is basically Superman telling General Swanwick that he's not gonna find out who he is, and then he joins the Daily Planet.
The Daily Planet,
yeah, and Lois is like, "Welcome to the planet." Yeah, and he's like, "Glad to be here."
Glad to be here.
Yeah,
so corny.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what?
I was just like, Cavill just doesn't work. Because like when Reeves was delivering those lines back in the day, they had charm to him.
Yes,
Cavill's is cringy. I don't know.
I think it's because it's 2013. So
that too, that kind of guy doesn't exist anymore.
No.
So that I also agree with that. I do think
like
trying to put that guy in this world just don't fit.
No, because even Superman growing up throughout the 80s and 90s, like he was supposed to in this movie, he'd be sarcastic, he'd be cynical, he'd be jaded, he'd be all those things.
A coke addiction.
Yeah, he's like, dude, I remember when Nirvana came out.
Yeah, bro. He'd have long ass hair. He'd be like, skinny.
Yeah, heroin chic, right?
And he's like, I didn't know all this.
He'd be like
conservative shit.
He'd be like Brandon Lee in The Crow.
He would,
right?
He'd be edgy.
That's
good.
So I guess maybe that is really the problem. Although it's like, I think it does show well that like Superman as a character doesn't change even if everything around him changes.
That's a good point. His moral compass stays grounded.
Yeah.
And that is a good point to bring up. Doesn't save the film.
No, it doesn't. But I think that's what they were trying to do.
Oh, sure.
And they only mentioned the name Superman once when that one army guy is like, Superman, that's what they're calling him.
Yep.
But no one else called him that. Because he's actually Clark Kent and Kal-El on that journey for enlightenment, like the God, it ended up becoming. They ended up calling it being woke, but it's actually not what.
Man of Steel?
No. It's not actually what woke is, but it's like Fox News called this kind of shit woke just to dismiss it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the conscience community from like back then, where it was like, you're like from Morocco, so you can take the last names of like El, Ali, and Bey and stuff. That's what it reminded me of, like someone finding out that in spite of what they were told, their history is there's more to it, and they are more than what society told them. And he finds that out when his name changes to Kal-El.
That's a way to look at it.
Yeah, which means he should have been brown. But that's beside the point. Right? But that's beside the point entirely.
Yeah.
And you'd have to know about like the conscious community and what that meant and how that affected the way people saw like American history and things like that. So, like our guys, Hidden Colors and stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those are
like it's like learning that stuff. That's the conscious community stuff.
Eye open,
yeah.
Oh yeah, they ain't ready for that.
No, but it's like that's what this film. I remember watching it one time and realizing, I'm like, wait, Kal-El, oh shit, the guys who created Superman were Jewish. Oh shit, the Jews in the Bible were actually brown. Oh shit,
and
like
powered by the sun.
Yeah, like all I suddenly made all these connections I never thought of before, and it totally made sense. It's just watching it. There's this cognitive dissonance because it's a white dude.
Yeah.
So like, if we could just have like maybe that's why they did Wonder Man the way that they did, to kind of make it so if you're going to have a Superman type character, he would actually be brown.
Okay.
Okay,
maybe.
And who better than Yahya?
Yeah.
Other than Michael B. Jordan was supposed to be Lakeith. Do you think Lakeith could get your physique to be Superman?
Maybe.
Or would he be like still like thin?
I think he probably has a hard time putting weight on just based on his body frame.
Yeah.
But he could definitely
that's not his fault.
It's not. He could probably put on
He has good genes.
I think it's like Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
I think he could probably put on 15 pounds of muscle, which would give him, I think, to play Superman, you do need to have some thickness. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would like him for a Superman type.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He would be great.
Michael B is the obvious choice.
They would both have that charm that like Christopher Reeve had that you think Cavill lacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I understand it because I think the difference between Reeve and Cavill is that Reeve saw Superman as a 3-dimensional character, and I think Cavill sees him as a 2-dimensional character. And it's not his fault, Cavill. I mean, it's whoever is helping him.
Yeah.
But Reeve said something in that documentary. Sorry, it's still fresh in my mind. He said something like, in order to get into this character, I had to think of him as like an orphan and an immigrant and all these things that I could relate to instead of the things that I couldn't.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Orphan immigrant. Well, he's Annie.
Yeah.
He's Annie.
Yeah. Incredible. That's why you remember in Superman the movie, he had the red curly wig.
He did. He did?
No, he didn't. That's Little Orphan Annie.
Yeah, I was like, wait, when the fuck? I was like, when the fuck did he have? I started. I literally paused my tracks like, what scene was that? And I was like, was he in high school?
He's like just thinking about tomorrow.
Yeah. And hopefully the sun will come out.
Yeah.
But and for his sake, of course, he wants the sun to come out.
Yes.
He is Annie.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anywho, so
that's the film.
That's the film.
Yeah, it's I think once you see Batman versus Superman and Zack Snyder's Justice League, you might reassess some of what they're laying down to build upon, but it's not necessarily the Superman stuff. Those two films, Superman has an arc. He's the main thing, the catalyst, let's say, for those two films, but he's not necessarily the main character in those films, but he's the one whose arc forwards the story.
Okay.
So, but that's why this is important.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could make me like this movie less. You never know. Because if I love BVS, I might be like, you know what? Just throw Man of Steel in the trash.
Yeah.
Start here.
Yeah. Honestly, really, you might feel that way because I think you're really going to dig what Snyder does with Ben Affleck as Batman.
I'm excited to see it. I am, because I know a lot of people like him.
And I know you love Pattinson as Batman, and I know Bale is your guy.
Bale's my dude.
I know.
I do like Bobby Pat, yeah.
But look, man, I grew up with Adam West.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Keaton.
I like Michael Keaton, too.
Val Kilmer.
Valley K.
George Clooney.
Clooney.
Yeah.
Love him.
And obviously Bale, Pattinson, and Affleck. But I've also seen like the 40s versions, too. Lewis Wilson and Robert Lowry. So it's like
seen them dudes.
Yeah, you don't want
costumes looking shit.
Yeah, you do not want to.
I bet I don't.
I think I told you about that one line from the first episode because they were done in chapters, so it's like a serial of Batman from 1943 when it's like when the wise government rounded up the shifty-eyed Japs. That's like actually it's from 1943. So the bad guy is Japanese because he had to be. You know what I mean?
Of course.
He would either have to be Japanese or German.
Yeah.
And it's terrible to say it, but you almost have to say it to realize how bad the movie is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Because they're actually applauding the camps that they rounded Japanese Americans up into. That's what that line says. And it's like, oh God, but who's it made for?
It's the time.
And who's it made for? It's made for white people.
White Americans.
Yeah, white Americans.
And
they were the white Americans. White Americans. White Americans. I'm sorry.
I don't think that was the lyrics. But
back then it probably was.
Maybe. All right, MVP. I had Henry Cavill's physique.
You know what? Yeah.
Like,
honestly, yeah.
But truthfully, the real MVP would probably be Michael Shannon.
Honestly, yeah. Michael Shannon and
don't say Snyder.
Lawrence Fishburne.
He was fine.
Because I like that he brought a weird kind of authenticity to that role because he seemed like he had been that editor for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was already seasoned, even though we just met him.
He was lived in.
But that's Lawrence Fishburne.
I was like, he's just that. Yeah. Peak season, Cavill.
Yeah.
This is his movie.
Yeah, honestly, and I've never seen like The Witcher.
Yeah, but like I feel like everyone knows him as Superman. Even of course he's The Witcher, but like he didn't finish out that role.
No.
And I feel like this is the one everyone's seen.
Yeah, because like even before this, he'd been acting for how long, but no one knew who he was.
He was. I know who he was before this.
Because he was in that movie Immortals that came out on 11/11/11. So it was November 11th of 2011. And
I didn't watch that.
It's probably not worth watching.
Okay.
Because as we know, he's not that good of an actor.
Yeah. He's the lead in that.
Yeah. Because of his looks, he'd be a great Bond.
Because you wouldn't.
But all he has to do is do the physical shit.
Yeah, but you gotta have some charm. He lacks it. I'm like, bro. In Argyle, he got upstaged by Dua Lipa, was in the movie for 4 minutes.
But the thing is, like, he's working with John Cena. John Cena has so much charisma.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, bro. I guess he'd have to be.
How can you not look wooden next to John Cena?
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Idris Elba figured it out. I don't know.
Well, Idris Elba has charisma to spare.
Yeah, I mean, all John Cena's co-stars figure it out.
Yeah.
Except him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but all right, best quotes. I only have 6.
Okay.
Hey, asswipe. What do you think what do you think? You saw the game?
Yeah.
There's a bucket in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I can't print this half of this. You probably hallucinated. You're not my father, just someone that found me in a field.
Yeah.
If history has proven anything, it's that evolution always wins. That was probably the best line in the film.
That is actually a good line.
Yeah. Nothing, sir. I just think he's kind of hot.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
yeah. What are you smiling about?
I was like, really?
Yeah.
I know you got some quotes.
All right.
You can go ahead and take over.
All right, here we go, brother. Jor-El.
Oh, yeah.
This is actually a really good quote.
I'm sure it is.
And think about Christopher Reeve. If this version of Jor-El is talking to Christopher Reeve, okay? You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They will race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you in the sun, Cal. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
Very nice.
A good death is its own reward. Right, Feora?
Yep.
Talking to actually the Colonel, and I think she says it to Kal-El, I believe. And this is how you know that David Goyer and Christopher Nolan had something to do with this movie. This one line that Jonathan Kent says.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. People
are afraid of what they don't understand.
That is very true.
He might as well have been Carmine Falcone in Batman Begins.
There you go.
Oh, you think you can threaten my mother?
Your boy.
Yeah. Did they hurt you? You know they can't. That's not what I meant. I meant, are you all right?
How sweet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hi, Lois Lane. Welcome to the planet. Glad to be here, Lois.
Nerd.
Oh, here's what that priest. What's on your mind? I don't know where to start. Wherever you want. That ship that appeared last night, I'm the one they're looking for. And then the priest swallows like someone just came in his mouth.
Oh, my God. My Lord.
Do you know why they want you? Look at me, Pop.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hot.
And I do like what he says. He's like, no, but this General Zod, even if I surrender, there's no guarantee he'll keep his word. But if there's a chance I can save Earth by turning myself in, shouldn't I take it? And that's who Superman is. He'd rather sacrifice himself than let everyone else die.
That's how we know he's not human.
That's true. This is when he's fighting Feora. You are weak, son of El, unsure of yourself. The fact that you possess a sense of morality and we do not gives us an evolutionary advantage.
And then
your quote. Yes. Yeah. Why am I so different from them? And then this is he's asking Jor-El, you know the hologram.
Uh-huh.
He's and this explains it. Earth's sun is younger and brighter than Krypton's was. Your cells have drunk in its radiation, strengthening your muscles, your skin, your senses. Earth's gravity is weaker, yet its atmosphere is more nourishing. You've grown stronger here than I ever could have imagined. The only way to know how strong is to keep testing your limits. Then you get that very quick jump, now I'm flying.
Yeah, I'm a guy now.
Yeah. So, but it's almost like a Cliff's Notes thing for if anyone doesn't know who the fuck Superman is and wandered into the theater.
Yeah.
Or wandered on HBO Max and was like, Man of Steel, what's this about?
Steel.
Why isn't Shaq in this movie?
Shaq. Chill.
Okay, so honestly, another MVP in this film would be like the teenage Clark Kent.
Yes.
Can't I just keep pretending I'm your son? And then Jonathan Kent, one of Kevin Costner's best acting. You are my son. The way he reacts.
Yeah, he was. Hey, Kevin Costner ain't bad.
But somewhere out there, you have another father too, who gave you another name. He sent you here for a reason, Clark. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, you owe it to yourself to find out what that reason is.
Yep.
Like, he's actually very encouraging and is like, look, I realize I'm just kind of like your stepdad.
I'm a placeholder, dog.
Yeah, I get it. Excuse me.
He's like, Martha fertility issues, so we get lucked up.
Here we go. You are not alone. My name is General Zod. I come from a world far from yours. I've journeyed across an ocean of stars to reach you. For some time, your world has sheltered one of my citizens. I request that you return this individual to my custody. For reasons unknown, he has chosen to keep his existence a secret from you. He will have made efforts to blend in. He will look like you, but he is not one of you. To those of you who may know of his current location, the fate of your planet rests in your hands. To Kal-El, I say this: surrender within 24 hours or watch this world suffer the consequences.
And if you know who he is, you get $100 reward.
Yeah, people be like, I know who he is. What did they hit us with? Looks like some kind of gravity weapon. That's the world engine. Yeah. Let's see here. I mean, I there's probably not much use because a lot of the dialogue is just exposition to explain things like comic book logic to non-comic
book readers.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So sadly, anyway, I could go on, but I won't.
What's age the best? I had the story of Superman.
Yes, because he's a man who always chooses to do good, even though he doesn't have to.
Shit world. Yeah.
Yeah.
In a world where people expect him to do bad.
Yeah, because like the world is bad. Yeah. If there was like a reality show of Superman, they would expect him to
snort a line, do
all that stuff,
shoplift.
But he's still like the big blue Boy Scout.
Yep, sure.
Like he chooses to do right because of who raised him, how he was raised. It's the nature versus nurture thing.
I'm like, because that dude is not human, so it's not in his nature to be sick.
No.
What's age the worst? Henry Cavill's acting, the look of this film, the script, and the underusing of good actors.
I think the look of the film, like, I could be wrong, but I think I remember this with like Justice League. I believe Snyder films in like black and white, and then he like saturates it with a specific color palette.
He needs to stop doing that.
I believe. I could be wrong. It might not be black and white.
It's a lookout.
Yeah.
But I like his other films don't feel like Watchmen doesn't feel like that.
No. But Watchmen came from
Punch didn't even feel like that.
Watchmen came from something very specific, and even though like Superman does, this was like a new take on it. Yeah. So you notice there's a lot of like lights shining on the camera, like in the background, and like weird effects like that.
Taking too many risks there with the cinematography. Wasn't a fan. Was not a fan. Most rewatchable scenes. I got two.
Really?
The beginning and end when Zod kills Jor-El.
Oh, okay. So
Krypton fights him.
So Zod fighting on Krypton, and then
Zod
Cal
fighting on Earth.
Okay.
Yep, pretty much.
Wow.
They all involve Zod. The whole middle, it ain't rewatchable.
In a way, I almost wish. I mean, I think I know why they did it, but I wish like it would have been a little more linear with like the flashbacks.
That would have helped, I think.
Yeah.
With pacing.
Because it's so like disjointed.
Uh-huh.
But like I do like those scenes, like when the young Clark like saves the kids on the bus.
Yeah.
And
he's like, you should have let that motherfucker die.
Yeah. That's what his dad tells him. He's like,
you should let that motherfucker
he's like,
die.
This bitch thinks it's God.
And they're like, bro, this kid is not. They're like, we all saw, bro. We know what this motherfucker doing.
And he's like, did God do this to me? And he's like, no.
Oh, you're tripping.
You're not even from here. Yeah. You could be the son of God for all I know. Fuck, you fell from the heavens.
No, you're a son of a gun.
You might be the second coming. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, those kinds of scenes I enjoyed. I enjoyed, like, honestly, the scenes at the Daily Planet when it's like Amy Adams and Lawrence Fishburne, I like their dynamic together. It's not, I understand it's not what it could be because of the
Keith Nolan them too.
Oh my God.
Them scenes are going to feel like all the President's Men, bro.
Now, this could be worse. What if George Lucas would have directed this movie?
Oh, this movie would be 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With a lot of notes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A whole need. You know? Imagine Lucas directing Cavill. Oh my God. Like, we got two by fours standing next to each other on the set. Maybe they'll clap. You know, like, what the fuck? Like, let's see what happens. They'd be like, hey, you guys want to do anything? They'd be like, oh, that's right, we're on set. Okay.
Perfect cut.
Print. Like, what? You didn't finish the scene. Oh shit. We'll fix that in editing.
We'll just add Jar Jar Binks. Yeah. Me too. So you Superman.
Yeah. Fucking. We'll just put Jabba the Hutt somewhere.
Yeah.
You know? All right. Best characters. All right. Lois, Jor-El, and Martha.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What about Zod?
I have Zod worse. He's best character as far as entertainment, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But he's a piece of shit.
Oh, he is a piece of shit. But Michael Shannon really...
Yeah, Michael Shannon goes stupid. We'll put Zod in there.
He's
the only exciting part of this film.
The one scene I hate, though, is the last time he says, I will find him. I don't like the way he enunciates. He's like, I will find him.
Right, you got a little too excited.
Yeah, I'm like, what the...
It's supposed to be a hard...
And then they wrap him up in that dildo and then shoot him off. So it's like, oh God.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah.
Worst characters, Clark and Zod.
Feora.
Oh, she's an asshole, yeah.
Yeah,
she's an asshole. We'll
throw
her in there.
I think like Lombard and Jenny were pretty stupid too.
Oh yeah.
Because Jenny's like, don't leave me.
They weren't worth even putting in.
And he's like, look, I'm saving my ass. Fine, I guess I won't leave.
Yeah,
Shit.
I guess not.
You're gonna guilt me.
Needy B. All right, nitpicks. I mean,
I know you have a lot. Go ahead.
I didn't write any down because I was like, I'm just gonna.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, look, I'm gonna be critiquing the shit out of it the whole time we're talking.
Okay.
We don't need an extra section. I don't have actual nitpicks. I have legit criticisms. So it's like
what?
Not little, like, all right, well, I've already talked about.
Oh, okay.
Like the way it looks, the pacing, the acting, all that. That was like nitpicks. There wasn't too much like little shit. I was like, tweak that, tweak this. Like, you notice more shit like that than me, like that fucking earthquake thing.
Oh,
that's a nitpick for you.
Yeah.
But that's not in this movie. But I mean, like I said, my issues are like real criticism. They're not like I'm not like, oh, well, the S on his chest was a little crooked. So,
like that.
I got nothing like that. But, so I don't know. One thing is, I think they did a bad job making Diane Lane look older. They made her look so fake old.
Yes,
Diane Lane ain't this old. I was like, the Kevin Costner looked way more natural. Like what they did with him. So if I had one, that would maybe be it. But anywho, you got any?
Well, this isn't really a nitpick. It's kind of like, I like the fact that they made Lois smart enough to figure out who he was before he started working at the planet.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That comes from a book that came out in 2010, Superman Earth 1. Another time that they like redid his origin. And J. Michael Straczynski is the guy who wrote it. He's an amazing writer. And the same thing happens, and I think he actually joins the Daily Planet at the end of that book too.
Interesting.
I think they like took that whole scene from that book, and it's like I like the fact that they're like Lois is smart enough to figure this out, whereas a lot of people would be like, she's supposed to be the stupidest reporter on the planet, you know.
Margot Kidder was the best though.
She was, and you know, like she should have figured it out too, but. In the comic book world, but in the comic book world, she's stupid enough to not believe it.
Yeah, I guess
so they had to do that for those films. Whereas like now, it's like she's smart enough, and he can acknowledge that she's intelligent enough to handle who he is, and I actually really like that.
All right.
As far as like Superman goes, and you know James Gunn would probably agree because in the newer Superman,
I was gonna say she knows.
Yeah, she knows, and we don't know.
She's pressing the shit out of him too,
and we don't know like how long she's known, so it might be the same type of situation. Yeah.
All right, recasting couch. All right, you had a Clark, so go ahead.
All right. Okay. Will Reeve, Christopher Reeve's son.
Never seen him. No clue what he looks like.
He's like I think
can he act?
I've seen him. I was watching that documentary, and obviously he's not acting, but I've seen him like he's a reporter.
He better be Jafar Jackson level because
I think he could be.
He's hideous, dude.
What? He looks like Superman.
He wishes that's him?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, that's better. That last picture.
Yeah, that was just a bad pick.
Yeah, he just don't have him smile. You know, do the half grade.
Yeah, because look, he's not. He looks a lot.
He looks better there.
Yeah.
Like, how old is this dude?
Yeah, 33.
This motherfucker was older. Now I'm older than this guy. He looks old.
Yeah, he was born, I think, in 92.
92.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right. I mean, if he can act, sure. But I feel like he can't act.
He might. He might actually be a great actor.
We don't know.
I just think he has a good look, and he's tall.
Based off Jane Lynch, like...
Jane Lynch?
Not Jane Lynch. Not Jane Lynch. David Lynch's daughter. What the fuck was her name?
Oh, Jennifer Lynch.
Jen Lynch.
Yeah.
The apple don't always...
Oh, you're thinking of Boxing High, aren't you?
So I'm like, man, just because Reeve was great don't mean this guy. My pick, I had ATJ, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
You know, I was also thinking of Austin Butler.
He would be all right. I don't know if he's...
Especially after seeing Elvis. Yeah. So I know he can rock dark hair.
Yeah, he's kind of thin.
I know
he could bulk up.
I know Jacob Elordi was up for the role in Superman.
He would be good. Actually, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like Jacob.
The only thing that I would ask if it's Jacob Elordi would be do something with his eyebrows to make them less, because I get distracted.
Trim him up. We can wax him up.
Because I would just be looking at his eyebrows the whole time.
We'll hit him with a
yeah.
I do like Jacob Elordi.
Okay.
I can't even think of him. Just because I'm going to say Jacob Elordi, just because I know he can act.
Yeah.
I don't know about this guy.
Yeah.
And I can't have a Cavill .0.
Yeah, I understand. So, yeah, fine. Jacob Elordi it is.
Who you have for Zod?
See,
Zod was tough.
Zod has to be older, right?
Yeah, and I picked someone that's usually a hero.
Who did you pick?
Someone you're not going to like, but it's someone that's usually a hero.
Okay.
Keanu Reeves.
So, because I was thinking my default guy.
You thought Sam Rocks?
Yeah.
That's who I thought of too.
Wouldn't he be incredible?
I use him for someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, did you use him for Jonathan?
Yep.
My God, he would be great.
That's who I was like, because at first I had him for Zod, and I was like, I kind of want him for Jonathan.
So if you have him for Jonathan, would you have like his wife, Leslie Bibb, as Martha?
Well, I do like Leslie Bibb.
Yeah.
For Martha, I picked Catherine Zeta-Jones. We can go with Leslie Bibb.
Yeah, because then they obviously have chemistry together.
Yeah, and I like her.
Yeah, and obviously just from Iron Man 2 when they met.
I like her. Yeah, she's cool.
So,
we can do Leslie Bibb. No problem. She's the right age.
For Zod.
Zod is tough.
It is tough.
Zod is tough. Because I was like, you don't want someone too old. And everyone I thought of was too old.
What if we make Zod like super menacing and super formidable, and we go for like Dwayne Johnson?
Oh my Lord.
Or like John Cena. I mean, size-wise.
What about Momoa?
You know what?
I'd rather have John Cena.
Because he could add some. He's a better actor.
He is. Well,
no offense to Dwayne Johnson.
To Dwayne, for sure.
Yeah.
We could do John Cena because I know you like keeping him around. And
I do
adaptations,
and like he's so good in Peacemaker, but like I'd like to see him because Peacemaker is kind of a villain, like in Suicide Squad, and even in Peacemaker he's trying to like redeem himself. But I think he would make a really great villain. I want to see him like chew up the scenery.
Fuck it, Zod, John Cena.
Yeah.
Yep. He's about the right age now.
Yeah, he's 49.
43? He's 49. Sure.
Yeah. He was born. Great. He was born April of 77.
Wow, he looks great. All right, yeah. All right, I like that. All right, so we just did John and Martha and Zod.
Yeah.
All right, Lois.
Okay, so if we have Jacob Elordi.
Yeah, now that we have Elordi, I want to change my pick, kind of.
Yeah.
Because I originally had my girl, Saoirse Ronan, because she would just play a great Lois.
You know what? I think she would.
She would. She'd be a great Lois.
Because, I mean, your other girl would be good, too. Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh would be good, too. Yeah. I hadn't thought about my other girl, Rachel S.
She'd be perfect.
Yeah, Rachel S. might be perfect.
She would actually be perfect. And people know who she is now because of I Love L.A.
Yeah,
or that other girl from I Love L.A.
Odessa Zion.
Yes.
Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
Is she too sexy?
Pam Adlon's daughter.
Is she too hot?
I think
she's kind of distractingly gorgeous.
She might actually bring some of that Margot Kidder energy, though.
She does have some fire to her. I think Rachel S. would too, though.
I know Rachel S. would.
Similar in the fire they bring. I mean, either or is fine with me. I mean, either one, I'm good with.
Well, see, here's the difference I think between both of them. One is Jewish and one you think is Jewish.
Yeah.
And either way, you're attracted to.
Yeah, I like both. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? She's a little Odessa's a little bit taller.
So maybe because Jacob Elordi is like really tall. 8 feet tall.
Yeah, so let's go with Odessa because I think Rachel is like 5 foot tall, bro.
Yeah. And just like Florence Pugh, it's like
5'2".
Yeah, so like if Jacob Elordi is Superman, she'll look like a munchkin.
Yeah. So Odessa would be a better pick. Yeah, let's go with Odessa. I like that.
Wow.
Love her. She's so fine. All right, Perry. I went with Chiwetel Ejiofor.
He would be great.
Yeah.
Honestly, he would be great.
He would.
Because he was Mordo in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's got the...
And obviously he's been in a lot of other things.
Shit, yeah. That energy is just there for him.
Wow. Yeah.
Cool. Easy. If not him, I was going to go Idris. But I think I like Chiwetel a little more.
Yeah, I think...
He's got more Lawrence Fishburne energy, I think.
Yeah, because Idris would be like... I hate to say it, he'd be distracting.
Yeah, I was like, you steal too much of it. That's like, they'd be like, well, we got to beef this role up a lot.
Yeah.
Like, we might have to have him have power. You know, it's like so. Jor-El, I went with a veteran, Matt Damon.
Wow.
Or his homeboy, Big Ben.
Ben Affleck. I was thinking of Ben Affleck for Zod at one point.
Damn it, that'd be kind of good too.
I know.
Yeah, I kind of like that
because he's a better actor now.
He is a lot,
and he can really bring that kind of gravitas to it.
Damn, I kind of like that. All right, what about? Is he too young to play John though, or Jor-El? I was like, swap him. John Cena play Jor-El and
hold on, I have another go-to guy, Chris Pine.
For who?
Jor-El.
He's got the look. He's old enough.
Yeah, and you've seen him with the beard.
All right, Chris Pine.
Yeah.
Chris Pine.
Yeah, I think he could really.
All right, bet. So Chris Pine is Jor-El. Chiwetel is Perry.
Yeah.
Sam Rocks is John. Leslie Bibb is Martha. Odessa is Lois. John Cena is Zod, and Elordi is Clark.
Yeah.
That's nice. Director, I went with the Daniels.
Wow.
I think they would kill this.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It would be really fun.
And it would be under budget.
Right? They'd be like, the return on investment was crazy, you know?
Now, here's the one question I would have for you. if we're doing this thing, trunks or no trunks?
You gotta trunk up, dude.
Yeah,
we gotta keep tradition alive, right?
Because I think the difference is the trunks are traditionally like in the comics or like some of the TV adaptations or whatever, you know, Martha makes the suit for him.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in this one, because it was like Kryptonian Under Armour, there are no trunks, and that's how they rationalize it.
Yeah.
So we would just have to switch how he gets the suit, and that would work.
That would work.
That's all. Sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Simple fix.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, unanswerable questions. I only got one. Why does he give a fuck about humans so much? I guess it's because it's in his nature, though.
Because he was raised by good people.
Yeah, I
honestly believe that's the basic.
Right. I'm like, basically, like you kind of answered it throughout this. So,
but originally, the passing motorist dropped him off at an orphanage, and he was raised in an orphanage.
Crazy.
Yeah. So it wasn't them until, 10 or 15 years later when they redid his origin.
So much lore.
Yeah.
All right, prop you want from the movie? The suit.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't much else I want.
Yeah. What else would there be?
I want fucking John's truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck you want?
Yeah, I want the tornado.
Yeah, my favorite. So. All right.
The key or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'll take the suit.
Yeah.
All right. You gotta put a grade on it, sir.
I would honestly give this a B, like a low B, like an 80.
83? 80?
80, okay. Yeah.
Percentage-wise, I'm going to give this a 60%.
Wow.
I'm going to give it a D-. I'm going to laugh it out.
Wow. What did you give it on Letterboxd?
I gave it a 2.
Wow.
I gave it a 2 on the box.
Now I'm really curious for BVS.
Listen, it can only be better. I'm 100% convinced that can only be better. And I'm watching the Ultimate Cut, so I'm excited for that. Yeah. I'm actually excited for it.
And look, Gal Gadot is in it. You've seen Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I'm going into this. I'm going into this totally with Man of Steel out of my head.
Okay.
Because it's not like I know Snyder makes good movies. So it's not like I'm thinking, oh, well, this was bad, so all the rest are. No, I'm like, this was a one-off. It was an experiment. He saw it work, and I'm sure he translated that well. So
look, I'm only going to say this. Ben Affleck is Bruce Wayne.
All right, crazy.
Jeremy Irons is Alfred.
Crazy. That's already good casting there.
Gal Gadot is Diana Prince.
So fine.
Jesse Eisenberg is Lex Luthor.
Great cast again. He gets good dudes.
Yeah.
Shoot.
You have Henry Cavill as Clark Kent. You have Amy Adams as
the Cav is
Lois Lane. You have Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White.
All right.
You have Diane Lane as Martha Kent.
Yeah. No Costner, though.
No. Well.
Flashback?
Yeah.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So, Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Cut.
Yes.
Next week.
Yes.
I'm Dom.
I'm Jamie.
It's the Cover Room 4.